Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It has been quite some time since we last played, but we have indeed returned to the wonderful world of Warhammer 40k in the Corona's expanse.
Yep, you can blame me for 1 week absence.
And the rest we blame on Lude as always.
Hey, I was here every single time because I was never sure if it was cancelled or not. So I was here every Thursday since the last time we played.
Well, then we blame someone else who can't defend themselves.
Numpty!
Yes.
Well, it's all Numpty's fault anyway. He's English after all.
Yeah, I've got no arguments against that.
Of course you don't. So do we remember where we left off last time?
I got some new arms, that's all I remember really. I've been hitting the ammo sec, what can I say?
I gotta be honest, I don't remember quite well.
Well, if my map is telling me the truth, then we left off in Therion 5 after you guys spend a month repairing your ship. After a certain someone who shall not be named, but is currently occupying the position of navigator, slammed your ship into no less than 2 warp reefs.
Could have been worse.
Very true.
We could have been chased by a warp storm or have new friends pop up inside our crewmen's minds.
Which I think were both options that I could have picked.
Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Both
Next time I'll pick them just for you.
Thank you.
Both are still possible, I might add.
Well, I got Blessed Bolts for a reason, so...
Oh yeah, you cheated me on that one, you bastard.
Well, I need some sort of guarantee when the demons inevitably come to sniff our butts.
Well, Lude is way ahead on you on that one.
Yeah, but I don't want to be corrupt, is the thing.
Hey, I didn't want it either until I was already so far gone that I decided to just commit to it. It's kind of like the same reason why I decided to shave my head sometime. Like, there's already so much gone. It doesn't really matter if I go all the way.
Fair enough. So yeah, you're at Therion 5. It's been a month here repairing the ship. I think you're up to max again, but I don't know. I haven't seen the character sheet for that, you know what?
I think we are. When I checked the ship sheet last, we're at full at least.
Yeah, and it was Varus and his staff of minions and underlings and various other assorted gentlemen and servitors doing the thing. So during this month, what are you, the rest of you, doing?
I can't remember if we said this when we actually got back to Therion 5, but I wanted to send the Kavis to Horium to just scan the planets for us.
I think we did discuss that.
Yeah, but I can't remember if we actually made them do it or not. And yeah, the ship's at full hull integrity.
Alright.
Because our tech priest is good at his job.
Yep. But yeah, that's an option. I don't remember if you actually sent it, but that's something you could do, like while you spend time here. Just transfer the navigate. What's it called?
Yeah, because we got a navigator, didn't we?
Yeah,
the
the
Carvus navigator.
yeah,
yeah, we got Dorian's younger third cousin or whatever.
Yeah, and all
Something
the and replacement crew as well. So both are fully staffed now.
Mm.
Yay.
So
Oh yeah, I remember we decided to go and get random ratings from Footfall to serve at Lucian's Breath, and it went poorly. We need to find I know we talked about going to a war world and just see if we could find refugees and just have a steady trickle that way, but
I'm still kind of thinking that is a good idea. Like, hey, you guys are constantly at war. Shit is constantly blowing up. Here, you can sign up here to go to Firion 5, or was it Lucian's Breath, to go work where you won't get blown up.
But yeah, because I did make a common lore Cornus roll for safe, and we found out that it's filled with giant floating hive cities that shoot at each other for no real reason, other than they have always done so, and so they keep on the tradition. That could be fun.
I just make the ship go in the right direction.
So, yeah, you transfer the crew and the new navigator to the Corvus, and then inscribe their primer with the navigation cipher and send it on its way. Is that the plan for it?
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
Alright, so Mr. Angus, do me the honors of the navigational bullshit for the Corvus. And did you have a stable, or did you have a established warp route already?
From Therian to the Horium?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh yeah, right, because we went directly from Lucian's Breath. That's...
Uh-huh. So either we send them the long way round, or they jump blind. Which I do not suggest.
Yeah.
I mean, we have an established route from Ferion to Lucian's Breath and from Lucian's Breath to Horium, so it's probably the best idea to send them the long way.
Yeah, that's 2 jumps, but at least they're plotted, so... Actually,
Yeah.
what's the time on those? So we don't actually... Because the wolf pack is not as quick in the warp as our dear Rust Bucket.
Let's see, from Therian to where?
Therion 5 to Lucian's Breath.
It's not in the known warp routes for some reason. I'll check my own one. It took us a base of, well, it took us 1 day, and it was base 16 days. So it was 16 days without all our nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, they can survive on that, right?
And then from Lucian's Breath to Horium was 33 days. Or 85 days base. It should be fine.
That's still a total of more than a month. So if we're here for a month and we have to keep on going afterwards anyway, how about we just make the jump from Ferion 5 to Horium with them? That would also give us the route.
We don't share a warp tunnel thing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. We don't
That's
have
the
a
problem.
thing for it, yeah. So yeah, let's do nonsense, shall we? And it's nonsense I don't really care about because it's not my ship and I'm not on it.
So, here's something I'll say, right? Because I made a mistake. I didn't read the bit about being general GM's discretion. I just thought it was random thing, and I rolled for it. So, if you want to go from Theron to Horium, I can have a look in the book and see if I can find something fitting, rather than slap you with that 10, which is like a year's travel in the warp.
Thing is, it's because it's the Cavus going and not us.
So your current thing here is 33 days. Base.
Yeah. Let me see.
Unless my notes are wrong.
From Therian to Lucian's Breath is...
No, from sorry, why the fuck is not...
We have never went from Therian 5 to Horium.
Oh yeah, that's why it's not in my notes.
Yeah,
Bloody
that's why I don't
cabbage.
want to do it.
Yeah, but if you jump there, you have potential. You have a potential route through there.
I mean, if
Again, it's more because it's the Cavus going and not us that I'm saying go the long way.
yes,
Fair
but if we would go there, do we still have a way to communicate with them, even if they're still at Varian 5?
Astropath.
Astropaths.
But that takes a while.
Okay, so if we went first and sent them the route, that would still take about as long as if they
Can't
went
do
the
that.
other way. Okay.
Because the route is in my mind and I describe it. It's not something that I can plot out on a map, it's just what I describe, like an ocean
Okay.
sort of thing.
All right. Yeah. Then let's just send them the long way.
Yeah, it will be longer, but hopefully safer. So
Yeah. We don't want to lose our first ship that we procured.
yeah, we want. Yeah, the plan is still to get a grand fleet on the go and eventually go and kick a certain old man in the butt. Also, it's fun to collect chips.
Indeed. So where shall we go while they do that to get the workforce? I mean, I'm still for the war world, but we could also go to one of the unclassified worlds, see what's going on there, because there's quite a few around here.
Yeah, that's how we ended up at Horium, because we got massively off course.
Well, we're not going to the 100 Teeth, as fun as it would to be sending orc workers to a mining world.
Grots, that'd be fun. Where's 100 Teeth?
It's near the accursed domain.
It would be nice to get like a warp route out of this system,
Oh yeah.
like into another quadrant. So maybe Galant, the one up here.
Yeah, I mean there are some nice options for us. There are a couple of feral worlds within jumping distance. If they are populated, then they might not have much to do there.
Oh yeah, like Falcon's Fall or Rakata. We should decide though which planet we make kind of like the base for most of our jumps. It would be nice to have like a net of warp routes going out from one place to have kind of like a hub.
That tends to be footfall for the most part.
Yep.
Yeah,
It would
Footfall's
also
kind of it's just a natural trading hub, so having a lots of routes going to and from there is just easy money.
Yeah, it would be nice to kind of make Horeon one of those jump points as well. Just because we have a bunch of planets there, so over time we could actually make it kind of like a hub for ourselves, like make each planet a different kind of world.
Oh yeah, and Horium has those crystals which can, if added to high-grade Promethium, makes it more efficient.
Which is
Which is-
exactly what they're mining on Lucian's Breath.
Yeah, only not crystals. So long term, we could try and phase out Lucian's Breath in favor of Horium, as long as we can avoid pissing off the Winter Scales, because they got chips. Oh fuck, do they got chips?
Yeah, I mean, so that would make that a mining world, and we have like what, 8 more planets in there?
I think is it 5 planets? One habitable, one we can actually that can actually sustain life, and like 4 others that kind of shit here.
Okay, yeah, because otherwise we could have made like one frontier world, one a pleasure world. that kind of thing. But yeah, so when we go out to, I mean, are we set on going to a feral world to search for workers?
Yeah, I think on a planet that is a bit more stable and not prone to losing much of the population would be better than, say, Saith. As much as those giant cities sounds fun.
Yeah. So, shall we go from Horium, or shall we go back to Footfall and plot a route from there? Or do you want to go directly from Farion 5?
Navigator, how is your sanity looking?
You have to ask. Because I have to look.
Well, I care about the useful members of my staff.
Thank you, dear.
Wrong campaign.
So before you guys jump away, is there anything you want to do here at all? Or do you just stay locked down on your ship through?
Well, I think
the
we
whole
did
thing?
all our shopping.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
And as a socialite, I don't have much to say to the Mechanicus other than, oh, that's nice, I suppose.
Well, thankfully you do have a Magus on board.
Who is busy repairing the ship?
True, but I'm sure you let him out of the damaged area at some point, just to stretch his
mean-
leg, if nothing else.
Really? I wouldn't say
It's
so.
mechanical ones, it's fine. I
I
mean,
can stretch my leg in there.
Fair enough.
I mean, he can take them off and let them stretch them on their own.
there is the Technomat here that said he could get his power armor.
That is true.
And we
Is
have
that
a
what
month
you were
to
getting
kill.
at, Cal?
No, he's dead already.
So that's an idea if people want. If we want to stay here a bit longer and just send the Cavus away.
No, the reason why I ask is because you're here a bloody month. So you would do that, or take a short detour during this month, while you did your other shopping.
I mean, there's
Okay,
no
so-
reason not to.
Otherwise,
Yeah,
we can just jump away and go to a feral.
You know, power armor is some nice playing, not gonna lie.
I doubt the Godwins have a set of power armor.
If I know their roles correctly, then they are somewhere inside the God Emperor's Scourge being buttfucked by demons.
Only the navigator.
Yeah, we could just throw a few feelers out, see if we can get in contact with Mr. Potential Power Armor.
And we are sending the Cavus the long way to Horium.
Right, so do the nav rolls for that then.
Okay.
And while you do that, I'll have a look up something.
Poor Angus. You're gonna have to do it all again once we go to the other worlds.
Yep.
And I'm not here to help you, so
I don't care, I'm not on the ship.
and it's only a wolf pack, which means kind of dubious in certain qualities.
Couldn't you send them like a written instruction where it's like, for step 1, open this envelope. For step 2, open this envelope. And every envelope they pull it out and it's do it good.
Well, it's actually my my person and the charisma of my lineage that actually does the thing.
Ah, I see.
Okay, so it's got a rough estimate, not a very good one.
Excellent.
I'm not really I can't really pull a Nelson and just say to everyone that I expect them to do their duty before getting shot by the French or whatever it was.
So that's stage. That's more than one. So you shorten it by a lot.
Even when I'm not Torian, I'm a good navigator. I'm just awesome.
That's because the bloody character sheet you're rolling off has what 60 and everything.
40.
What? No, didn't you get a good navigator?
Yeah, that is a good navigator.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about the other one. Sorry.
Baseline's 30, so
Yeah, I'm the good navigator.
No, Godwin's got the good navigator now. They had to shoot the other one to
Really?
get the good one.
And it makes me feel so much better for the insult that she said to me at the very beginning.
and once more the shade is dead.
And I don't know how many D100s you want me to do.
This is the
This is
From-
just from Therian to Lucian's Breath.
yeah, you reach it in a quarter of the journey. So what's the
Was it
thing?
16?
Yeah, in
think?
16 days then. So what, 4?
4 days. So 1 D100.
Yeah, they don't have the warp Spain.
That's bad. High is bad in the new thing, isn't it?
Yeah, high is bad in Novice Primer.
Roll all the things first and we deal with them one by one.
What do you mean roll all the things? I've done step 1 to 5.
Yeah, but the warping counter since you're here. Like,
Yeah, I've rolled it, the D100. I only get 1.
so, fucking hell, I'm trying to do too many things at the same time. What's the chart that you have from Therion to Lucians? How many days does it say? Because mine obviously isn't updated.
16. I'm just getting from what I wrote in my notes in my handout.
Well, then I'm looking at the wrong things then. So 16 days, a quarter of that is how much?
4.
Yes. So that's 1. Which
so I
you
rolled
rolled.
1 D100.
Excellent. I'm glad we're on the same page finally. And that's 70. As a malignancy, GG.
No, that's not too bad. It's just a malignancy until the end of the journey.
Yeah, for what, 15,000 crew? Or 18,000?
That's fine.
Yeah, it's NPCs and it's not on the screen. It's not important, so roll the next thing. They get there.
What is the next thing?
Well, you're going from Lucian's.
Second journey.
Yeah, second jump.
I thought I was getting away from this for a day.
No, we haven't done this for like 3 weeks, so you need to make up.
Yeah, by rolling not my stats. Okay. So Lucian's Breath to Hrim was 86 days base.
It begins.
See, this is the part that really matters. Step 2 and beyond. The rest is fine. Bum, ba-da-bum, ba-dum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. They come up upside down.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Still, though, charging the course is more than 3 degrees, so it's 1/4 of the duration. And I read the other thing wrong, so the other ship going from Theron hit a warp reef on the way.
Oh, okay.
So, no biggie.
Yeah, it's fine. How much damage did they take? Or did they avoid it? Actually, it's a navigate warp to avoid it, isn't it?
I think it's navigate warp to see it, and then the pilot needs to make a pilot to
Yes,
avoid it
that's
completely.
Wait, did I say warp reef or warp storm?
Warp reef, that's what you said.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. I meant warp storm since you rolled a 70 there.
Oh, right, okay. That's fantastic.
71 is warp reef, 61 to 70 is warp storm.
Ah.
But yeah, it doesn't matter, it's NPC, so we don't care.
I kind of care if the ship dies, but okay.
Well, you will never know. Anyway, quarter of the duration, what was the travel
21
time?
and a half. I've already worked it out.
So it's 21 days.
Yeah, 21 days to spend in the warp getting to Horium.
Yeah, so that's
4 + 1.
yeah, five encounters.
Ah, shite. Okay,
Hey,
that's
we've
good.
got one.
Alright, that's at least 3 bad ones.
See, you're going to appreciate Torian that much more after you see how badly this goes. Well, that first one's a warp reef, the second one's a warp storm. The 21
Well, yeah.
might be okay, and the 65's a warp storm.
Well, yeah, there's so many warp storms.
Well, to be fair, the Sinsense rules told us there was going to be warp storm.
By the way, I looked at the thing again, at the mission we have. We actually have to plot a course from Lucian's Breath to the world that supplies the workers and back. So we're gonna have to make the jump from Lucian's Breath wherever we decide to go.
That is fine.
Right, so your ship has possibly arrived safe and sound. That's
It's-
questionable though.
Quite battered and probably upside down.
Probably,
that
but
last roll.
it's there now. So what did you want to do? Just hang
Scan the
around?
planets, get a complete valuation of all of them. We should probably be at a vacation after all that, so
Yeah.
Excellent. So now that that's taken care of, did you guys figure out what you wanted to do? Do you want to jump straight away, or yeah, you wanted to do that thing? So whoever feels like doing it can give me an inquiry check as you spend the time here, just on the various mechanicus platforms.
Shall I do that?
yeah, you have a better fell than I do, so.
Okay. Any bonuses? Like we're not.
Well, I am assisting and giving you. I'm telling you to do it good, so that's +20.
Ask the right questions.
Is
Yeah,
this
and
the Mechanicus platform?
Yes.
Yeah, but
Wouldn't
we're
this
talking
be-
to the guy for the armors.
Who is Technomat? Who is technically a tech priest, just a low-level one. He still has fleshy bits, so fellowship would work on him. But he might more likely be more happy to speak to Goralian.
So
But well, the inquiry test can be to just get sending a message to him, just get him to know that we
that's
want him.
probably-
So what
Alright.
the thing I want to use the inquiry thing as right now is just to, since you're hanging around the dock, unless you have, say otherwise, there are like human menials here that works for the Mechanicus but aren't full on servitors or anything or initiates in the just normal dock workers basically. So if you just want to go around eavesdrop on them as they work to see if you can pick up any info, this is what I want. Or if you
Okay.
take a moment and talk to them, see if you hear anything.
Really? I'm gonna reroll that.
That's sad.
Yeah. I mean, it had a target number of 71, and I managed to miss it twice.
Yeah, what you hear as you listening to the menials talk is you hear some rumor about some mobilization in the expanse. And as you all have noticed during the month here, there's been more activity than normal with ships coming and going. For something, mainly Imperial Navy ships, but also trade ships have been coming and going more frequently. But you don't really pick up any other information than that. Like, it's just the main thing that there is some kind of trouble brewing in the sector, and the Navy is on high alert for it.
Can I make a coroner's expense roll to see what might be the cause?
You could, if you want.
Okay, it's investigation, and we have a library, so
Yeah, you do know, you find some mention as you go through the library, and as it's been integrated with the latest reports from all over and compiled properly. There seems to be movement in the under teeth with the orcs and some new war boss trying to unite the orc fleet for something. So there are something brewing in there, mainly.
like you said, for something. I think it does begin with a W.
I mean, you know it. I just don't have the voice right now to shout it.
You don't have to shout. You can just say "wah."
Well, you said it for me, so I don't have to. But yeah, that's there is some. The indications, all the signs indicate that there is preparations being made for unleashing a war across the Corona's expanse.
Fun.
We should maybe get the Death Watch to deal with that.
I'm just thinking salvage right on all orc ships to just see what kind of goblins they've got. I mean, they'll probably just fall apart in our hands, but hey, it could be fun.
Came apart in my hands.
I mean, we do still need to get in contact with some Xenos races so that we can actually get Xenos crew.
Yeah, but I don't think
can
we
we get
got
in
a
touch
strong.
with orcs?
I don't think if we're gonna contact orcs, I don't think we're gonna stroll up to a war boss. It's more like an independent captain or something like that.
Orc miners.
Daesh gonna smash face with Daesh pickaxes of Daesh. Yeah, mine isn't really in an orc's vocabulary. They got Gretchen slaves to do that for them.
Yeah, I guess you also inquire about the menial or the what was the damn title? Technomat?
That's what I believe it was, if I remember right.
Technomat is essentially just Technomat is like if you call someone Technomat, that's basically just calling him an engineer. I think he's a technographer.
The lowest rank. I don't remember.
Yeah,
what it's
that's
called.
the technographer.
Yeah, technographer. Yeah, you don't find him anywhere. Like you don't hear the menials talk about him, and when you go up to him and ask about him, you have no idea where he is.
If I'm not mistaken, he gave us a way to contact him. I just can't find it at the moment. Or like told us where to find him.
Yeah, wasn't?
Yeah,
think-
some.
I think his contact was on planet. I don't remember what he specifically said about himself though.
Check the vault.
Well, I have total recall, so I will remember it. It's just that out of character, I don't remember it.
Fair enough. The question is, did Varys? Did you tell the rest of them? Because I think you were having this conversation in binary cant off to the side.
I told the captain anyway.
Yeah, and it's pretty hard for someone to make me shut up about power armor. So
Fair enough. Yeah, basically essentially what it says, and this is just me operating off memory rather than watching the VODs, is have this golden server skull, give this to the guy on planet in a store warehouse, and he will take you to some like-minded people who can hook you up with some power armor, basically.
All right, we should put an away team together to do that. Probably not the best idea to have somebody go along. I'd say, how about Varys for the contacts and Hakrin for the talkie bits? Or should we all go together?
I mean, sitting on a ship for a month doing nothing. Fuck that.
Yeah, and this would have been like, this is during the time you're repairing the ship, so you just grab Varys and tell him to come along and just have the servitors to finish up for the day.
Besides, I have some new toys I want to test out.
All right, so command crew away, I guess.
Balls, what have I just done?
That's fine.
Unleashed,
We're all plot armor.
unleash the worst magpies of the universe, or this side of the sector, on a Forge world.
We need to train an advanced dance choreography so we can do fucking Sentai poses afterwards. That's what we're missing.
This was my mistake.
There, I teach you all how to do it.
My
That-
agility is not good.
It's actually fellowship based to dance.
That's even worse.
I already look weird enough without trying to dance. With my disturbing grace.
Yeah, so do you want to go down to the planet and investigate this further? Then?
Yes.
Yes. To the command crew mobile.
I think that's called a shuttle.
Yeah, but we have it painted on the side, don't worry.
Wait, you have command crewmobile painted on the side? That's kind of like painting a target on us.
I'm getting fucking flashbacks from
Yes.
Repmånad here. It's a Swedish film. Basically, fucking long story short, it was a military exercise, and they halted every car, truck, everything, saying, trying to cross the bridge because they said the bridge is blown up when it clearly wasn't. Just for the military drill. So the guys in the truck, after they've been out drinking, just painted helicopter on the side of it. You wrote helicopter on the side of it so they could drive over.
There's actually a similar story in the German army where they had the sign on the bridge that said blown up, and the army just walked over it holding a sign that said we're swimming.
Yeah, but if we have command crewmobile painted on the side, it means bigger target, which means more loot.
Fair enough. Yeah, so you descend to the planet in your shuttle, specially painted shuttle. And this was one of the things that I haven't planned for at all, because I didn't think you would go for it.
It's power armor. Of course we're going for it.
Yeah, don't dangle that in front of us if you don't want us to go for it.
Well, a few sessions ago when I first did it, I thought you would, so I had planned for it then, but I have forgotten everything I planned. But anyway, you descend to the planet, and after some back and forth between the menials at the docking stations, they let you land the shuttle. And what you know about this planet is that the atmosphere is so heavily polluted by industrial waste that you need a rebreather in order to breathe. Otherwise, you'll choke to death from the toxins.
Well, I'm screwed.
Void suit, ahoy!
That's right, I have neither of those things.
Yeah.
Do they have like a built-in, or is it just kind of?
You
Crappy.
have your. I think yours is part of your Mechanicus implants.
I think so, the thing that covers the lower sides of the mouth.
Yeah, it counts as a rebreather if I remember right.
Although, since this is the case, that would probably mean that they're really easy to get a hold of. Could we see if we could acquire some on the docking station?
I mean, you have a bloody spaceship with, 15,000? I'm sure there is a couple of extra void suits lying around that you can just grab, or rebreather if you want them.
I'll take a rebreather because I don't think I've navigator-shaped void suits.
Also, I'm going to take a rebreather as well because I want people to see my amazing hat.
Excellent. So you both
Yeah, I
get...
just noticed my weight, and I'm taking a rebreather as well because void suits weigh 8 kilograms.
Right.
Excellent. So you all, except for the tech priest, have your flesh melts off your bones because of the heavy pollution.
Alright, I get to play my orc now. Screw you.
but you can still breathe. So yeah, GG. So yeah, you
It's
land.
a respirator unit.
Yeah, that's the thing. You
It
can...
just says I get plus 20 bonus to resist stuff.
To resist airborne toxins.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is what you're currently breathing in. Or if you stand too close to Hakrim for too long.
Akron
That's
is very well groomed, I'll have you know.
That's
Apart from
just
when
his
he's
natural
covered in-
mask. Mask.
Yeah,
Musk.
I get plus 20 bonus to resist that.
Yeah, but you can still grab a rebreather, so you don't have to make
Yeah.
the test at all.
A rebreather over a respirator.
So yeah,
Darth Vader.
you're on the planet. You have your shuttle docked. You're standing around, taking up valuable space in the Omniscience, on the Omniscience blessed planet. Is there anything in particular you want to do now that you're here, or do you just want to hijack the first transport vehicle and get to the warehouse?
I'd say option number 2.
I mean, we need to get that yacht sooner or later. But for now, yeah. Can I just wave? Can I wave my fucking privilege around me saying I'm a rogue trader? Obey my will.
A servitor bows before you and keeps trundling along.
Wow, I think I actually died inside there.
Shall I deal with it?
Yes, what? Go along. You are our best shot at this, I do believe.
I
There-
meant the servitor.
Yeah, the servitor isn't too far along, so you can stop him if you want.
Please don't give him the stink eye.
Oh yeah, like where are we just trying to find the place, or
Well, yeah, that's a point. Did he tell us which warehouse? Does that?
The location is inscribed on the servo skull that you got, like on the actual outside casing of it. But and it's inscribed in like binary, but you can read it no problem. Varus. So you have the coordinates for the warehouse. You just need to get there now. So do you wanna requisition a walker from the like waiting vehicle area next to the landing pads rather?
sure?
Or do you just want to wave down the first moving thing and including a driver and just head off? Or do you want to drive yourself?
I don't think I can drive,
Neither can I.
which is a bit weird, unless it's tech use.
No, it's operate surface. But what you can do is just plug into a terminal and call for a servitor driver to take you, to drive the walker for you to the location, if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we're too important to drive. We have people to do that for us.
Alright, so after a few minutes, a servitor comes trundling along and climbs up into the walker. And the walker slowly lowers itself so you can climb into it. And then starts heading off to the direction you programmed or told it to go.
Road trip.
And because I haven't let me try that again. Because I haven't planned any of this and I don't have any particular layout, so I'm just gonna fast forward the trip. You see a bunch of wonderful mechanical sites that will make any man with a bionic or biological heart weep of joy to see such wonders of technology.
Well, don't worry, I got rid of that thing. Or however bionic hearts work.
Yeah, some such. But yeah,
I take it all in.
yeah, it's wonderful. Like you literally weep inside of joy to see such splendor.
I take pictures.
Excellent. But yeah,
So, wait, i.e., there's Manufacturum on one side and the polluted lake of Salpeter on the other.
I mean, it's pretty much manufacturums all over the place, and on the ground it's the polluted water. Which reminds me, you probably should get new boots at some point because they are somewhat melted.
Well, we have, big wardrobes in the rooms.
Yeah,
At least I have. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know how Goralian prepares his clothing, but I think it's primarily in one color.
It's just like a suit, and it's just 20 of them in a rack.
Yeah, it takes you about like 3 hours to get to the warehouse. It's like at the outskirts of the manufactorium, But yeah, it's mainly because of the like heavy industrial traffic rather than the actual distance. So you get there, it's not there are no guards or anything outside. It's actually once you arrive here, it doesn't seem to be anyone. It seems to be deserted. Like there's a couple of server skulls flying about, but you don't see any other tech adepts or menials or anything, any vehicles or servitors. Just the server skulls flying around.
Well, I ask servitor or service goal in binary where whoever's in charge is.
Just show them your server skull, the gold one.
I mean, I have 2.
Like the server skulls around here are not like flying around the building or anything. They just, the background thing. Like they're flying. How the fuck do I even describe it properly? Like industrial traffic. They're just basically flying through the area rather than flying around in the area. So they're in transit somewhere. They aren't around here. So that's what I tried to say.
Yeah, and there's no one outside the thing.
Yeah, this
Warehouse.
This part of the manufactorium seems deserted.
Varus, how about you turn on that server skull that we were given? Maybe it will lead us to where we need to go.
Well, I'll try to do that.
Apply all the engines.
Give me a tech use. No specific bonuses or penalties.
I haven't rolled this in a while. Oh. I'm probably gonna pass.
Don't you have like 200 bonuses or some bullshit like that?
Not quite.
Yeah,
Damn.
it turns on and then it sits there in your hands for a moment, just silently humming as it spins up, and then it flies up, levitates above you, turns around, scans you, scans your face and all your implants, and then it spins around again and flies slowly towards the warehouse.
Follow that skull.
Indeed.
Yeah. Also, I also want to point out that Varus rolled a 72 and got
And
6.4.
Yes.
Remember that time we got 12 degrees of success?
Explorators. Oh, I love them.
Yeah, that was a good term. But yeah,
But yeah, Vamonos.
yes.
Have to follow us a golden head.
You follow the servitor up to the door, where it's just silently hovers around the what the hell is it? The terminal. That's the one. The cogitator outside, controlling the doors. And you see in the mouth of the server skull, it's holding a small display. There is rather than a loudspeaker that you would normally see on a server skull, it's a small display displaying a set of numbers and letters.
I'm assuming this is some sort of combination to open the door.
You can always try it if you wish.
I try it.
Yeah, let's just try and open the door first. It might be unlocked.
Yeah, you flip on the terminal outside, and you enter the code that it's given you, and yeah, the door stays locked.
Does the door have a physical lock on it that is like activated by the thing, or is it just a digital lock that where we don't see the physical component?
Yeah, you do see the physical locking mechanism of the door, but it would be quite easy to discern that you would need to enter the correct passcode on the terminal in order to unlock the door.
All right, and the passcode that we did put in did nothing.
Exactly.
Shall I try to crack the lock?
Before you do that, does the numbers on the display of the golden skull, do they look like coordinates? Like if we put them if you punch them in as coordinates on the map, would that give us something, or is it just would it not fit?
Well, you would have to try to do that in order to see if it worked.
Can I try to identify what kind of code or combination this is? Like, does it look like a password, or does it look like a phone number, or I mean?
Yeah, I was trying to look up which skill that would be to do just
Logic?
that. In lack of anything better, sure, go for a logic test.
I think it's Scholastic Lore Cryptology for this.
That might be the.
I mean, this is just to determine like how many numbers there are. Like, would it fit into a phone number? Would it fit into a coordinate? So I guess logic would actually be quite reasonable.
Second edition Dark House, you can use logic to solve riddles, so it does certainly help.
Yeah, so use logic then.
I haven't rolled this ever, so I don't know what bonuses I have.
I mean, do you have any implants that would give a bonus? I know
I have a lot of implants.
I know what the hell is it called? The Cortex implant does give a bonus, or if it was the Memorance implant, one of the two.
Well, I know the exporters come with a Logius implant, but I think that's something else.
That's the one that gives the. I think fucking hell, I haven't looked at.
It's Mechanicus talent, I think, called Logius implant.
Tell you what, just roll me a straight logic and then we can modify it after, so we don't sit here for half an hour.
Is there a MIU in the nearby?
There's some fucking Mechanicus plant. Everything has an MIU. Even the toilets have.
I plug myself in, get my +10.
Excellent choice.
That's pretty close. That was a 69 though, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah, it's you take a moment to consider all the options you have before you, and it looks to be, if you would lay it out on a map, it looks like the coordinates on a map.
Okay. Do we have a map to do that with? Or do we have like a way to reach these coordinates?
Well, we could just microbead the shuttle pilot, have him use the Vox on the shuttle to contact the ship, and have them do the mapping.
I might be a bit too nice here, but I'm gonna give it to you because I haven't really figured this one out, so I'm just winging it, and rather than having screw you guys over for no apparent reason, I'm gonna say that you did realize that there were different markings on top of like on the outer shell casing of the servo skull that brought you here, the golden servo skull that you get. And the coordinates points towards the what's it called, the jawbone of the servo skull. Like if you would think of it as a map, like of a planet, those coordinates will lead you to the left jawbone on a servo skull. And as you was looking at it before, you did see that it had like a lot of different etchings and markings on it.
Okay, well, I look at the left jawbone.
Yeah, there is a short sequence of numbers and letters.
I try it on the door.
The door opens.
Damn it, and I was hoping I would get to crack a lock.
We're not doing anything. We're doing everything above board here. We just punched in, we got the passcode, we punched it in, everything is fine.
We're here to buy illegal power armors. We're doing nothing above board.
Illegal is a flexible word.
Well, I haven't put out the word yet, but I'll see to it and make sure it's a flexible one.
Yeah, Planet Illegal is actually footfall, I think.
Yeah, that
I had in.
Yeah, it's a very flexible thing. Yeah, inside you see rows upon rows of containers. As in, we're talking several hundred meters of just containers packed and stacked from ceiling, from floor to ceiling, a couple of 100 meters up.
Do we see any living beings? Or any people?
Nope. Well, you can give me an awareness test.
I will
I will do that
scan
because
with my auto
paranoia.
race.
You said what, auger array?
Yes.
Shit, I should change that.
Navigator, stop wearing orc face, it's highly disrespectful.
You what?
Yeah, you don't see anything in her. Like no living being, nothing moving.
Well, I go to the first container I see and I open it.
Varys, you do notice a servo skull flying around in the ceiling, far above you. Because that's close enough to give it to you, even though none of you hit 5 successes.
Can I just, like, do I have wireless signal so I can just contact it, or?
I mean, it probably comes when you call it normally. Just servo skull, come here, or something. I don't know how the communication
I'll
works
just
between the.
Give the standard beckoning call in binary.
Yeah, it slowly lowers itself to you, or within range of you.
Where's the man in charge of this place?
Both of the servo skull, the one you have leading you, and the other one that you just called down. The one leading you is golden, and the other one that you just called down is like pure, glistening silver. So it's very reflective and shiny. And as you say that, it just spins. It scans you first, all your implants, and then it scans the other somewhat comical moment when both the servo skulls turn to each other and scan each other up and down, and then both of them head off down the corridor.
Follow those skulls.
Indeed.
Yay.
You said you wanted to open a couple of containers.
Well, if if I've reached the first container before Varus calls down the other server skull, I would have opened it. But if the server skull came down, I would have stopped and see
Yeah,
what's going on.
you would have been able to reach the first container before the server skull came down. We're still talking about a couple of 100 meters up in the air, and they don't
Okay.
move that fast.
All right, yeah. In that case, I would have. If it has just like a normal latch, like isn't locked or anything, I would have probably just thrown one container open to see what's inside.
No, it has a sturdy lock on it, so you would have to do some finagling to open it.
There are 2 server skulls that belong to the people that this warehouse belongs to, so I think I would hold off on that for now. So I just follow along with the others.
All right. Yeah, so after a while the server skull comes down, do that, and you guys head off following the server skulls. It leads you down through a tunnel in the floor. And yeah, you probably have to go for maybe half an hour through maze-like tunnels underneath the warehouse. And then at the far end in the tunnel, and it's pitch black here, but you guys have the photo visors, right? So you don't have to worry about it. So it's at the far end of the tunnel, after you walk for maybe half an hour or so, there is one cogitator sitting there at the end of the tunnel on a table in a small room with no door.
And the skulls stop in front of it.
Yeah, both skulls just circling around in the room.
Well, I check it out.
All right. So do you?
I'm gonna make a paranoia check just because.
So first
I
of all,
would-
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, go for it.
I was just gonna say, you say there is no door, but there is like a doorway, right? Just there's no door in it.
Yeah, there is a doorway into the room.
Yeah, I
from
would like
the
to check.
corridor.
I would like to check the top of that just to see that there's not like a portcullis kind of thing that just drops down once we're in there.
Give me an awareness. It seems legit to you.
Okay, then I go in.
So yeah, there is a small cogitator unit sitting on the table, or bench rather, at the end of the small room. It's probably like 10 by 10 meters, 3 meters to the ceiling. And you've been the whole maze-like corridor you've been walking around in, following the server skulls, have been, thick cabling and piping. But it's surprisingly cold here, and the air is acrid with the dust. But yeah, you reach walk over to the cogitator and give me a tech use to start it up, and then you can do the thing with it to plug it in afterwards, if you wish.
Is there an MIU here, or does this count as an MIU, or?
No, you just need to do a tech use to power it on, and then you do the actual tech use to use it, and then at that point you can. Right now it's unpowered, so you need to power it up first. That's what I want you to do with the tech use. All right. Yeah, I didn't think you would fail, but just in case, if you had rolled 100, it would literally just have exploded. So that's why I wanted you to roll, because there's literally one in 100 chance it would have exploded. So yeah, you power it up, and it's it seems like any other normal cogitator. So you can plug in and retrieve the information from within.
Yeah, I see what's in.
Excellent. So yeah, you plug yourself in, and what? Damn it! What would it be to? Would it be a simple tech use? No, fuck it. You don't even have to roll anything for it because it's basically just sitting there waiting for someone to plug in and read. So you don't have to do anything fancy to access the information on it. So it basically says you have made it this far. You have much longer to go, but you're reaching your goal soon enough. Meet us here. We will be waiting. And then there is a map address or coordinates.
Well, that is strangely ominous. I read it out loud to the folks around me.
Ooh, cloak and dagger phrases.
All right, so since nobody's here, how about we tie down these servo skulls and go raid the warehouse before we go meet these people?
Had you planned to?
Also, I
Gra-
say that in rogue in the rogue traders can't, so that the servo skulls would not understand.
Yeah, I sign back to you in the same language. Just had you planned to carry out an entire warehouse worth of equipment on your own?
Nope, but we can at least check out what there is and take whatever we can carry.
Surely they would notice us taking an entire warehouse worth.
Yeah, we're not dealing.
crates.
We're not dealing with the administratum or any other form. This is the Mechanicus. They're kind of very focused on this kind of shit. If a percent of stuff is missing, they're going to go around asking questions.
Well,
And considering we have a good reputation with this Forge World right now, I don't want to bungle that up right now.
well, from what I understand, this is already stuff that's already missing from somewhere. Like from what it seems, these people steal stuff from the assembly line and sell it on the down low. So I think this stuff is already being missed.
Power armor. Let's not screw this up.
All
Yeah.
right, let's go for the power armor first. Then we can maybe come back and get some more stuff.
I don't want to risk the Skitarii Tech Guard coming in and investigating too hard here.
Chances are, when we activated that console, it sent a message to whoever has the power armor saying we're on our way.
All right, then let's go. Let's not disappoint them.
Yes, let's.
Right, so do you do anything else down here, or do you head back out again?
Servo skulls, lead us out.
Yeah, they currently just spinning around in the ceiling right now.
They're dancing.
Spin me right around, baby.
I joined them. Dude, I spent quite a lot of XP on that shit. I'm gonna use it whenever I can.
This is fucking stupid.
It's always fucking stupid with us. You should know that by now.
Yeah, I know. But it makes for great great watching, so I'm okay with it. At least once in a while. So yeah, you head back out, and once you start moving down the hallway again, the servo skull catches up to you and follows you out again. So you take some time to get your bearings back and head out of the tunnel. So you're now up in the warehouse again. Among all the containers.
Yeah, I'm just going straight for the exit back to the walker.
Me too.
All right. Varus, do you want to give me an awareness? Because I think this might be important.
Sure. I'm still not sure how the auger array works. Because it says I get plus 22 awareness tests when I use it. But isn't it just a part of me? I'm not sure.
I just do it with the plus 20. It's fine. Just say that you're using it and it's all good.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't this kind of a instant thing that I do as soon as I walk out?
Yeah, is it auger array or the other one? Because auger array is an implant.
It's an implant.
All right, yeah. Then maybe I'm just looking at the wrong thing then. Anyway, just roll the thing. Your normal bonus, and we can modify that.
Don't even need it. Maybe.
Excellent. Yeah, you do notice that, maybe you take a moment to reorientate yourself in the, vastness of the warehouse. And you do have maybe a quick glance on one of the containers that you see the side of. Maybe there's one just standing a bit to the side where it actually says, you see the full text on the side of it rather than just, the door stuff. And it says on it, discard.
Discard as in throw away.
It just says discard on it.
I see that's Mark.
So
Stop
it
it.
won't be missed.
Maybe?
It might also be filled with crazy dangerous stuff that might kill us, but I think it's still worth it.
If that's toxic waste, then I'm gonna laugh.
Would I do that to you?
Yes. So how about I open it, since I'm already the cesspool of corruption anyway?
Yeah, I'm going over here and I'm not watching. Thank you very much.
I mean, I'm just gonna.
First of all, do you point this out that it says that on the
No.
container? Because it's all in binary. Like,
Yeah.
you're the only one here who can read it.
Like, what's the size of this thing?
It's probably like the container is probably like three tall and 3 by 3 and 20 long. So it's absolutely massive cargo container. Or maybe like a 5 by 5, 20 long. I don't know, like the proportions very well.
Large enough to hold power armor, is what you're saying.
You can probably fit a good size detachment of scout bikes in there as well.
Jack, maybe you should tell us.
And also a couple of walkers if you compress them. Like, I don't think they're that tall. Like,
I guess I'll just kind of casually just discard. I wonder what's in there.
and
Wanna find out?
all of the containers in here are the same size. It's just that there was a gap in the line, so you just managed to read what it actually said on the side this time. You haven't seen the size of the other containers yet.
You know what? Let's find out.
I'm staying a wee bit aback, and I've got my fancy las pistol out.
And I take out my multi-key and try to open the lock.
This is really why you want to do it, don't you? You want to use your
Yeah,
damn multi-key.
I realized that I got it at character creation, and I realized, hey, with that, my security actually isn't too bad. So,
Just
look at
gonna let
that.
this happen, Lady Captain.
I have just kept walking and been shaking my head.
That's a roll.
However, I do have a hand on one of my dueling pistols.
Well, I'm always holding my cane, so I'm never unarmed.
Yeah, that's the case. I'm holding cane in one hand and having the pistol ready on the other.
If I don't see it happens, it doesn't actually happen.
And also a quick prayer to the Emperor whilst we're at it, just because. I think I'm gonna need it.
All right, so you managed to unlock the door.
And I swing it open.
Yes.
What do I see?
Malfunctioning combat servitors.
I'm tempted to just screw you over so hard on this, but I think I'll be nice. You do see various inside the container. You do see various bits and pieces of suits of armor hanging, and it's no complete set of armor in this one. But again, this is just from first glance. You see like a shoulder plate from something, the pauldrons, like a couple of boots, pair of boots. If you want, you can go inside and explore further. But that would be an awareness thing.
Varys, could you come over here and check this out? See the state of repair of these things?
Very well. I'd take a look and examine the stuff.
Yeah, both of you can give me an awareness if you go inside the container.
I'm blind.
At this point, I will use my Auspex scanner, though. Or, well, augment array, but it's the same thing, basically.
The only auger array I find in the thing says that you are allowed to reroll failed test. Failed awareness.
Really? Did I not name it properly?
It just says that a good quality auger array fulfills all the same thing as an Auspex, but you are allowed to reroll all perception best taste. Wait, that didn't make sense. All perception based tests.
Yeah, but doesn't
It's the Auspex that gives you the bonus.
yeah, and yeah.
And the auger array allows you to reroll. A good quality auger array allows you to reroll the results. But it doesn't matter. Did you roll? Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do have a good quality or good craftsmanship.
Yeah. It's fine. You did succeed though. So yeah, you guys walk inside the container and have a look around, and you do Varys, you do see that given enough time and care and patience, there are enough parts in here to complete various suits of armor, whether that be power armor or simple flak armor or and such like that. There are a lot of different suits in various states of disrepair hanging here, but together you can cobble together at least one or two suits of each armor on the list. But you don't see a power pack for power armor. Just seems to be the plates themselves.
Now I'm curious if we might find any weapons in some of the containers, or... I mean, this is clearly just broken down stuff that didn't come off correctly from the assembly line, so there might be all kinds of shit here, including vehicles and stuff.
They're obviously malfunctioning or not even complete at all.
But we do have the best mechanicus here, this side of Footfall.
Very true. However, is it really worth the investment?
It would be nice if we could land a shuttle here and just fill it up with stuff and bring it to the ship, but if we're gonna have to get this somehow through the landing base, I don't think it's worth trying to nick some of this stuff. We should keep it in mind though, for if we ever need something specific, we could come here, like in the dark, when no one's around, and just work on it for a bit. But for now, we should probably go and get those power armors, the proper ones.
You certainly have your ideas, Akrin.
That's kind of what I'm here for, I think.
Can you seal that up again? So they won't know?
I should be able to. I mean, I didn't break the lock, I actually unlocked it, so should just be able to relock it.
Well, you say that, but you still have to roll for it.
Yes. I think I manage.
Yeah, even if I slapped you with a 60 minus 60 penalty, you would still be able to. So yeah, you lock the door. And
All right.
none is ever the wiser.
All right, mark this place on the map so that we know where to go when we ever need some spare parts.
Very well. Let's not make the captain too worried.
All right, let's head out.
Right, so do you head out of the warehouse or just out of the container? Like,
Well, the container is locked again, so I guess just regroup with the captain.
all right, and do you do that outside the warehouse? Sorry, I missed where Torian and Captain was. If you went outside the warehouse, or you standing a bit far
I
back?
think we went out. We just kept walking.
All right.
Yeah, probably just inside by the entrance.
Well, I relay to them what we found.
How neat. Power armor.
And probably other stuff in here as well.
No, I mean, let's go get power armor.
All right, yes.
Get up in our heavily armored chariot.
It's a standard walker that you would find on any Omnissiah loving Forge World.
It's a sentinel.
It's not a bloody sentinel. It's normal.
If it's a sentinel, we're very cramped in here.
Also,
it
it would have been a waste because we have like 30 of those on the ship.
And no one has operate surface.
No.
No, that's why we have crewmen who can miss repeatedly with big guns and power lifters.
Yep.
Right, so what's the plan
I get
now?
a bonus if I plug into it.
Well, go to the coordinates.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, the coordinates.
And
yeah.
let's
sorry,
hope
go.
this isn't a Dark Mechanicus trap, because that would be annoying to deal with.
Yeah, the coordinates to this, if you actually decide to run them through anything, it's not on the planet at all. It's location in space.
Let's not use the walker to get there.
To the landing pad.
All right.
Wonder if it was that ship that we blew up when we first got here. Actually,
Don't give
beyond that
Cal
ship.
ideas. Don't give Cal ideas.
Yeah,
So it's on the Cavus all along. This power armor.
Yeah, sorry, I was taking notes in my notebook. What? You guys give me so many good ideas. I need to write them down. But yeah, you head back to the landing pad.
Landing pad.
Yeah, do you jump straight into it, or do you fancy doing something else? Try to steal something from the forge world before you go.
No.
Hey, Kryn, do you like your upper brain activity?
Yes, but I mean, we can always replace my brain, right, Varys?
Of course.
The easiest way is with a skull shunt, but
Yeah, but how far away from Furion 5 is that location in space?
You would have to actually sit down with your ship's cogitator to figure that out.
Okay, so
Or, you know, the navigator who navigates in space.
Yeah, you still would have to actually look at your charts first to see where the hell everything is.
I want a pocket star map.
Well, do you have one of those?
It's probably something I should invest in at some point.
Well, until you get that, you're screwed. So yeah, you take off again and fly back to the ship, unless you want to steal something.
nope, let's get away from planet pollution.
Excellent. Sorry, I've been reading a lot about blood ravens lately, and I just find it hysterical that they're the magpies of the universe. And the only thing that can rival them are the Mechanicus themselves when it comes to mass kleptomania.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're basically orange lanterns.
Something like that. So, yeah, you're back on the ship. Takes you... This whole excursion has probably taken you like 10, let's say 12 hours just because the hell of it. Because that's a easy number.
well, since we did this during the month that we were here, let's say we just figure out where this place is.
Yeah,
the coordinates and
yeah, you have yeah, sorry, I forgot that part. Yeah, you have the location now. It took some time to actually figure it out, but you have the location of it. So, what's the plan now? Do you want to go follow up on this thing, or do you want to go to somewhere and get some people?
Well, where are the coordinates to this little excursion?
Oh yeah, I need to actually make a dot on the map, I guess. Well, it's right there. That's for sure.
Wait, where? I'm...
So in the next sector, so we might as well
Next.
go.
Yeah, next to two feral planets, or feral worlds that we're kind of going to anyway.
Yeah, the problem is though we do need both the way to the feral planet and back to Lucian's Breath. So charted out. So it will probably be best to go back to Lucian's Breath, then to one of the feral planets, then to that place, back to the feral planet, and then back to Lucian's Breath, so that we have it all charted out. I'm sorry, but we do need both ways. If we, for example, go to Falcon's Fall, we need from Lucian's Breath to Falcon's Fall and back to Lucian's Breath in order to fulfill the contract.
Therion 5 to Falcon's Fall to Therion 5.
No, we actually need from Lucian's Breath. It says so in the contract.
It's nonsense.
Look it up. It's in the party notes or in the
Endeavor.
trade endeavor. Stable warp routes to and from Lucian's Breath to Furion 5 and from Lucian's Breath to the worlds that supply the manpower.
Fuck off.
Yeah, we need
Yes.
to give the governor coordinates so he can have transport ships.
Yep. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of jumping, but if we at some point want to fulfill that contract, that's the way we got to do it.
You regret being a navigator.
Well,
But yeah.
well, you picked it, so don't blame me for this.
I picked it because I was being nice to you.
Well,
You
that's
shut up.
well, that's your first mistake. But yeah, we could take a break now. We've been playing for like almost 1 hour 40 minutes straight, so
That could be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I need more tea.
yes,
Yeah,
let's
but I'm going to be making it about 4 jumps soon. I want a break.
let's take a break here. Hopefully, like 5-10 minute break here. So see you in a bit, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.